Hi, career planning class. As some of you are having a couple of issues locating assignments and getting some things turned in, I thought I would put together a little help video for you. First off, this is our career planning class page. I am viewing as a student, so it'll look pretty similar, if not identical, to what you see. You will notice that you have a progress summary widget that is active. Since I don't turn in assignments in this class, I don't have any information here. You will, though. It'll show you your current class percentage, as well as any overdue assignments you have. There will be a number here. If the website is working correctly, and I have set up everything correctly, then all you have to do is click on that number, so 1, 2, 3, whatever it is, and it'll take you directly to the assignments that are overdue. As we scroll down a little bit, I try to put the current week's bulletin item on the top every week, and as you can see this week, these are the things that are due. Read this unit, take these quizzes, and then submit this writing assignment. I'll show you how to locate these items. As we scroll down, we've got a reminder here, and these are the bulletin items that are going to be up for the entire quarter. Reminder is that on Mondays and Thursdays at 11 in Class Connect, that's when our live class happens. If you do not attend live class, or at least watch the video recordings of the live classes, you are very likely to be confused about what's going on in class, or to turn in assignments that are not actually assigned. As this curriculum for this class is huge, I have narrowed it down to what I think is more manageable for a quarter. However, I cannot remove individual assignments from the content slides. So you might be reading through the class notes, the content slides, and it might say, hey, you need to do this writing assignment, when it's actually not assigned this quarter. If you don't come to class, or if you don't watch at least the video recordings of the class sessions, you're likely to do those assignments that are not actually assigned. Huge waste of your time. So just come on to class. We go over some stuff that's, I think, pretty interesting, and in less than an hour you're out of there with the correct information and you go do the correct assignments. This is just some info on the class itself, and a reminder that on Fridays, in Class Connect also, at 10:30 a.m., we have live tutoring available. So if you have any questions on the writing assignments or anything in general, feel free, just click on that link and log in anytime between 10:30 and 11 on Fridays, and I'll help you out. This is information on how to log in and sign up for my Remind 101 account. All you have to do is from your cell phone send this text message to this phone number, and it'll sign you up for my Career Planning Remind 101 account. It's a secure website run for teachers so that I can send you text messages from my high school computer. I send messages to give you alerts like, hey, this assignment's overdue, or hey, we have live class in 5 minutes. Please log in and join me. This is a breakdown of the points for this class for this quarter. I've streamlined everything so that you have 5 written assignments instead of the 14 that were built in, because a lot of them ask you to do the same thing over and over. I removed all the ones that ask you to do the same thing over and over, and a few others. I kept what I think are the 5 most beneficial writing assignments. They're worth 350 points for this quarter. That's about 62%, 63% of your total grade for this class for the quarter. You cannot pass this class if you don't do the writing assignments. The other 212 points, or the other 37, 38% of the class, is on 13 quizzes. I removed all of the tests and the final from this class, as well as the discussion postings, because I want you to log in the live class and discuss there. I want you to use the chat box, and if you feel brave, use the microphone, and I want you to talk about the issues in class. So I removed all those to streamline the course. So the way you pass this class: 5 writing assignments, 13 quizzes. None of the quizzes are very long, but I did want to keep all 13 of them. That way you're being quizzed on the entire quarter's worth of material. You're just not going to do the extra step of taking a unit test on the quizzes or a final on everything. So I did reduce quite a lot from the class. And also you get extra credit if you log into live classes Mondays and Thursdays at the right time. So please join me on Mondays and Thursdays at 11 a.m. Hang out for the whole class. You get extra credit points just for being there. At the bottom here, this is where I link all of the video recordings for every class we have Mondays and Thursdays. So as you can see, this is every single lesson directly linked. All you have to do is click on it and it'll launch the video for that day. And included in the description is what we covered. So the last lesson we had was yesterday, Monday, 2/22/16, and the lesson was on personal budget. If you didn't attend class and you're about to start your personal budget writing assignment, it would be a really good idea to watch this video before starting the writing assignment. I spent the entire lesson explaining background on what you should be thinking about and then how to do the writing assignment itself. Over here on the left is your class calendar, and as today is the 23rd, it'll show you what we have on the menu today, and that is to read the unit, knowing what you want, and work on 3.02 writing assignment, personal budget, which is due this Thursday. The other way to get to what is due this week and the actual content itself is the content tab. So just to recap, I'm going to show you how to locate these assignments since these are what's due this week. In the content tab, select the unit that we're looking for. The knowing what you want unit is this week. This is the previous week. This is the week before that, these units. So once I've selected this unit, it does change the information on the right. From top to bottom, you can see that every time you see this little icon with the chain links here, this is content slides, class notes, whatever your teachers like to call them. It's the same in all of your classes. This is where the actual course content is located. The first one is 3.00, knowing what you want. This is the first section of the knowing what you want unit to read. Notice that I inserted extra instructions. You do not need to do the discussion on slide 4. Again, I cannot remove individual slides from here. So I just try to give you instructions so you don't do work that is not due. Click on this, and it'll take you directly to the content slides. And you can see that a lot of them aren't very long. This one only has 4 slides. As we navigate to the right, I'll show you what I mean about the discussion. So on slide 4, as you can see, I told you do not need to do discussion on slide 4. I can't remove it though. So if you don't pay attention, you may end up trying to do these things and not actually do. Big waste of time. I want you to come to class, discuss with us in class. Not only will you know what's going on, you'll add to the quality of the class by giving your opinion, your thoughts. Scrolling down here, you can see the next set of content slides is 3.01. Also instructions there. Do not do the writing assignment on slide 17. Huge waste of time, not going to be due, so pay attention here. The 3.01 content slides are where every question for the 3.01 quiz comes from. They always correspond number for number. Anytime you see this little icon, this is where a quiz is in any of your classes. Continuing scroll down, these are the next set of content slides to read. None of them are very long. This is 3.02, and it corresponds with a 3.02 writing assignment. I'll show you what I mean. So if you're done with the 3.01 quiz and you've read the 3.01 content slides and you've read the 3.00 content slides and you're ready to move on to 3.02, click here. And you can see that there are 15 slides. No additional instructions, so there's nothing here that's a surprise. Read through all of them. Take the quiz. And then you can look at the writing assignment itself. If you click on this, it's going to take you to the slide, the numbers are the same for a reason, that the actual writing assignment is on. So as you can see, it just goes to slide 4 out of the 15, so you can see exactly what the writing prompt is or what it's asking you to write about. This is your set of instructions for this writing assignment. This is the same Sorry, clicked one wrong thing. That is the same as when you're reading through these content slides originally, how it started at 1. If you would have just kept going to the right, you would have got to slide 4 and it would have had the same thing. All this is an extra link directly to the instructions. Read all these. Click on this, it'll take you directly to the link for the instructions. This is where you can turn in all of your writing assignments, you have to see this Dropbox icon. Every single one of your classes, if you're submitting an assignment that's a worksheet or anything you're writing in Microsoft Word, PDF, whatever it may be, to a teacher for grading, you should see this Dropbox icon. If you click on this, it'll take you directly to additional instructions that I've put in here for this assignment. And right here, you'll see the little upload button. If you click that, you can search your computer for the document, hit open, and it will submit it to me for grading. So that's how you locate everything that's due this week. If you have something that's overdue and you don't click on the number here for overdue, the other way to locate it, hit grades. It'll take you to your portion of the grade book. If you started with us on the first day of the quarter, not all of you did, but that would have been February 4th, you'll have point values all the way back to the very first assignment for the quarter, which was 1.01, Unit 2, Quiz Yourself 1. If you started later on, you'll just have point values from the first day you were in class. So if you have a 0 anywhere, that is an overdue assignment. Let's say you have a 0 for this assignment. 2.01 writing assignment, self-evaluation of skills and interests. Click on the Content tab. You need to change the unit to where that was assigned. That was in the Getting to Know Yourself unit. Should have read that. Should have read that. And then here's the actual spot where you submit that document. If you click on this, what do I like to do? It'll show you that it has 25 content slides, which is about the most you'll ever see. And I have additional instructions to not do the discussion on slides 11 or 21. So slide 11 looks like this, and it's going to ask you, discussion, share your story. Don't need to do it. Come to class, share your story there. Once you're done doing your writing assignment, so you've talked to me about, for this one, it's talk about 3 of your skills and 5 of your interests. Or I'm sorry, I got that backward. 3 interests and 5 skills that you think are really good and that you can use in the workforce. You've done all that, you're ready to submit it. Click here, click upload, select the document, hit open, and it'll submit it to me for grading. So that's how you locate everything in class. If you need to get a hold of me, Kmail is the best way, but if you need my phone number, all you have to do is click Course Materials and Teacher Contact Information. My phone number is right here. Kmail is the best way to reach me though, so get familiar with your Kmail and send me a question there. To sum it up, please check this website at the top for items pertaining to what's due this week. Please come to class Mondays and Thursdays at 11 a.m. If you have another class that you need more help in that's happening at the same time live, that's okay. Go to that class. Just make sure that later on in that day, come over here and find the lesson, the link for the video, click on it. It'll change the screen to Blackboard. It'll launch the video and you can watch it and you will not have missed anything. The only thing you won't get is extra credit for attending live. So please Kmail me with any questions. Hope this is helpful for you and hope to see you in class.